it's Leanna of Misfit Designs, and welcome to this week's video. So for this week's video, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of a cozy snowed in vlog. I got a crap ton of snow where I live this week, so I was pretty much stuck in the house completely on Sunday and Monday. There was so much snow. I think we got about 10 inches, but then it sleeted on top of that, so it ended up being 8 inches of snow, but the top 2.5 inches was solid ice. It was terrible to clear, and yeah, it was not fun. So that means I did not leave the house on Sunday because it was just snowing all day. And then Monday we were just trying to clear the driveway in my car, and I drive a very small car, so driving my little car in that amount of snow was not a good idea. I did have to go to work on Tuesday. Luckily the snow had been cleared enough, but then I had off on Wednesday and Thursday, so I stayed home and I just worked on stuff all day. I was stuck in the house. I wasn't actually snowed in, but there was a ton of snow outside. It was super cold, so it still had the same vibe of being snowed in. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna show you footage of me working on some of the projects that I completed over the past couple of days, and we'll jump into that, and then I'll show you guys everything that I made this week. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show you everything that I made over the last couple of days. Not everything was in those clips. I just did not feel like filming the past 2 days. I just was not feeling great. I was so tired. So I was crocheting and working on stuff, but I just did not feel like filming. But yeah, so the first two things I'm going to show you, I did not show in those clips. I was working on these yesterday and yeah. So the first thing is this super cute little gecko. The pattern name is Gloopy the Gecko, and give me just a second here. It is by knotted.angels on Instagram. I will link the pattern down below, but it is a free Instagram pattern and he is just so cute. He is a no-sew pattern and he turned out so stinking cute, and he worked up super fast. I think I made him in about an hour and a half or so, and I had never used the pattern. There was quite a few color changes, of course, for the little mouth and the belly and the tail, so there were quite a few color changes, but he still worked up so fast and he's so cute, and he even has his little tongue sticking out, and I just absolutely love this little guy. So I did make him yesterday. And then, alright, so the next thing that I made is this super cute little Ankylosaurus, and this is another free pattern. I found the pattern on Pinterest, but it is by @made by Abby Mark. I will go ahead and link the pattern that I used down below in the description. But yeah, so I did make this super cute little Ankylosaurus. It is just a type of dinosaur. And yeah, so I did use the exact same yarns I used for the gecko. They are all three of the yarn, the mint green, the darker like teal, and then the white is all Big Twist. I don't have like the paper sleeves, so I don't remember the exact color names, but they were all three Big Twist plush, so unfortunately I don't think you can get them anymore. I don't think Michaels has taken over Big Twist plush, but yeah, he came out so cute and I love him. So the next, actually, 3 things that I worked on, you guys did not see me working on, but I did make 3 beanies. I was using Passionate Kelsey's double-stranded knit beanie pattern. So yeah, so I did knit these 3. These 2 pink ones were made using a alpaca, not polyester, I keep going to say that, an alpaca acrylic blend. I'm not 100% sure it was of like the percentage of the blend or anything, but I know it was alpaca because that's why I bought it. And I've had this sitting in my stash for a couple of years now. I had bought the yarn at Joann's. It was a big twist. I think it was literally called Big Twist Alpaca, but that was a couple years ago now, so I definitely don't have the paper sleeve for it anymore. But yeah, so these are the beanies. They are just the double-stranded knit beanie patterns. Of course, this yarn was a thick yarn, so I did not double-strand it. I just single-stranded it. So I was able to get 2 knit beanies out of this. And if you recognize the yarn color at all, I did get this yarn from my Frog or Finish video. My first one, I started crocheting a beanie out of it. I decided I wasn't a big fan of the crocheted beanies anymore, so I did decide to frog it and then with that yarn, I did make these 2 beanies yesterday. And then this third beanie actually kind of matches the scarf that you guys will see in a second. This beanie was made out of 6 strands of yarn. I used 4 strands of a Premier Yarns DK weight, I think it was like an anti-pill DK weight. I do not know the colorway that it was, but it was like a yellow and white yarn, like variegated yarn, and then I used 2 strands of a Karen Simply Soft. So this beanie is so thick and so warm, and my hair is half up, half down, so it might look a little funny from the back, but you guys won't see the back. But yeah, this is the beanie. It is so warm. And it was 7 degrees when I left for work this morning. So this kind of beanie is so perfect for the temperatures and weather that we're having right now, at least where I am. And I know it's cold, like extra cold, a lot of other places as well. So that is the beanie. And then I made sort of a matching scarf. I used some of the same yarns, but of course I used a yellow yarn in addition here, and I used a white yarn in addition here, so it doesn't necessarily match, but I did use part of the same yarn. But yeah, beanie. And then moving on from the beanie, I do have the scarf. So this scarf was made using a seed stitch. All I did was I cast it on 19 stitches, and then I literally did a seed stitch until I had approximately 5 feet. It's just over 5 foot. But when I measured it and it was over 5 foot, I was not frogging it and doing it again. So we have the scarf. I used 3 strands of that Premier DK anti-pilling yarn. And then I used 1 strand of, I have no idea what the yarn was called, but it is like that white, like cream textured yarn that I hope you guys can see in there. And that was what that 4th strand was made out of. And I used, I think, 5.5 or 6 millimeter knitting needles. I think it was 6 millimeters. 6 millimeter knitting needles, and I just knitted the whole scarf, and it is also so warm. Just the combination of so many pieces of yarn just makes it so warm. And yeah, that is the scarf. Okay, and then the last couple of things I'm going to show you, you guys did see me working on. They are the flannel shirts. I literally went to the thrift store and I bought a flannel shirt, and then I took a t-shirt, cut the design out of it, and then sewed it onto the flannel shirt. So I'm just going to show you guys all of the ones I did end up actually sewing, which I know you guys saw me doing that, but I'm still going to show you again. So this blue one is the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four movie, and this is the front of the flannel. So yeah, basic flannel in the front, Fantastic Four on the back. This next one is also blue, and it is Mr. Fantastic, once again from the Fantastic Four movie, as I'm sure you could guess by the giant 4. And then here's the front, it's just a blue flannel. This next one is a black and white flannel. This is the she's a little wrinkly. This is the Rolling Stones 78 tour. For the back, and of course front, just a solid flannel. This like gray and black, here is the front, just, you know, normal flannel. On the back we have this patch from the TV show Arcane, that's from League of Legends, and it's Vander on the back. And just, by the way, if you guys have not seen the show, go watch it, it's an awesome show. But yeah, that is that flannel, and I really love that one. And then last but not least, we have this black and red flannel from the front, and on the back you can see that it is Shadow the Hedgehog, and this one's so cute. I really love this one because I love shadow. Alright, sorry about the jump cut. My camera decided to stop recording on me and I didn't notice right away. But yeah, so as I was saying, if you guys have been watching for a while, you may remember this time last year, I did make some very similar items. I made some denim jackets with patches on the back. And I do really love the denim jackets. I have a couple that I've made that I wear a lot. But I do think that the flannels are just gonna do better. I do like them better. But I do think the average person is more likely to purchase a flannel and also just more likely to wear a flannel shirt like that versus a denim jacket, which is something you can only wear, well, normally only wear in certain weather and is kind of like a very big statement thing versus the flannel you can wear a little bit more, like a little bit more, versus a flannel which just has a little bit more versatility and you can just wear a little bit more throughout the year. I do have more jackets and I have more shirts to make patches on, so I definitely will be doing that. I'm not done with the denim jackets, I just am gonna do a little bit of both. Yeah, so the last project that I started yesterday that I just wanted to show you guys is just a whip that I was working on. I started making another beanie. This is just a double-stranded knit beanie, once again, Kelsey's pattern. And I am just using a maroon and red acrylic yarns right here. These are both just 100% acrylic. I don't remember what brand they are. They are both, once again, from that Frog or Finish video. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm trying to get through some of my yarn stash, so I'm trying to get through some of that yarn because it is right readily at the front of the stash and it's all freshly caked, so I don't have to go through and re-cake it. Yeah, but I have just been knitting this while I've been playing Toontown. If you've ever played the game, you'll know there's just a lot of waiting in that game, a lot of waiting for people to join your groups, and just like even while you're doing the game, there's a lot of waiting and stuff. So I love knitting during that because then I can play one of my favorite games and also be productive at the same time, and it's great. But yeah, I do have that beanie I'm going to work on over the next couple of days. And yeah, so that is everything that I made while being snowed in over the last couple of days and then over my couple of days off. And I'm really glad I got to do a lot of just fun things over my couple snow days because how often do you get snow days as an adult? That's a very rare thing. But yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please make sure to comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. And if you want to see more videos like this or have any ideas of anything you want to see from me, please make sure to comment down below. And please make sure to comment those down below and I will make sure to read and respond to you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!